Hey everyone, and welcome to the 20s podcast. We're a podcast for the girls in their 20s who are literally trying to seek this life to the absolute fullest. I'm Liv.
I'm Meg.
And today we're going to dive into, just life updates as we do. But we kind of get into a big conversation about being in your 20s and being a girl and working and finding work that's deeply fulfilling and that makes your heart come alive, and what to do when you're feeling stuck. And so we've had some unique experiences throughout our life, and we've been able to create some businesses and learn from our mistakes and experience the highs and lows. And so I think that has helped us to be able to speak into this topic today. So if you're a girl that's feeling super stuck, super discouraged, and is just wanting a little bit of girl talk today to feel like you're not alone, listen to this podcast because it's going to be a good one. Hey everyone, and welcome to today's podcast. We're diving into all the things as we do, and we literally love just talking about being in our 20s and all the highs and lows that come with it. And I'm your host, Liv.
And I'm Meg.
And we're best friends. And now we do a podcast together, and we're basically going to do all kinds of fun things together in life where we build a community of women who are able to support each other and love each other and encourage each other to live life to the fullest.
And that's awesome.
Dream job.
Dream job status.
Dream job. Well, if you haven't been to this podcast before, we're just excited you're with us.
I like to kick things off with a Hello Buffalo.
With a Hello Buffalo, a segment we called Hello Buffalo, where we say a hi that's going on in our life, a low that's going on in our life, and something random like a buffalo.
Like a buffalo. You hit him. You go first.
Okay, let's look at my list of things. We came prepared today. Things I've been loving. Hi. Oh, wait, that's things I've been loving. Wrong segment.
Whoa.
Shoot. Okay, shoot.
Oh, wait. If you wrote down your Hello Buffalo.
Oh, shoot. Okay, hi. This morning, just went on a fabulous walk. It's August 25th while we're filming this, and we're in the fake fall right now. It's the week of fall we get before it goes back to summer, and then it goes back to fall. And man, did it revive me this morning.
It was 50 degrees and it felt phenomenal.
And I'm just such a fall girl. And so honestly, I've been listening to fall music. I've been embracing all things fall. Yesterday, we cooked dinner with the windows open and the door open, and it was just brisk and there was good music on, and I was like, if only fall lasted forever. So that's my high.
That's good.
It's just happy. That's just a high. What's a good low for me? I had my period yesterday. It doesn't feel good. I'm still working on healing my hormones, and so I have a lot of period pain, and it's just hard on a girl sometimes, where I've definitely felt like this period I was better, where I didn't have as much pain leading up to my period. And maybe that was because I was really good the last few days of being outside and just resting, and so maybe that took some of the period pain away. So there's benefits sometimes where I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm getting better, but then I just still had a painful period yesterday. But we're healing, we're working on it. But I'm gonna say that's my low, because honestly, sometimes when I get my period, it can feel a little consuming, but I'm really working on trying to detach from my period and not letting it rule my life. You know what I mean? It's not a curse.
Yeah.
It's just the way we are. So that's my low. My buffalo. What's a buffalo? I wrote down so many just random thoughts this podcast of just random things that happened so that I remember. Oh, can I just say this? My buffalo. I want to do a rummage sale. I want to do a rummage sale soon, where Meg and I have done a rummage sale together before, which it was kind of alarming, that rummage sale, how much stuff we had.
It was disturbing.
I don't think we'd have that much stuff this time, but I still have stuff I want to go through. But I thought it would be fun to do a community rummage sale where anyone who listens to this podcast or follows 20s, they also can maybe bring their stuff to the rummage sale. And we kind of all have our little section, and then we can shop off each other and do a little community rummage sale.
I'm here for this.
What's your thoughts, everybody?
I love it.
Comment below if you want in on the rummage sale. I think it could be super fun.
I want to shop everybody's clothes. I sadly just donated everything. We were gonna hold on to it. I feel like Nathan and I, we just panicked, and we had a front room with bins and bags full of stuff, and we just brought it all to Goodwill. Kind of panicked. But
dang, that's kind of crazy.
I will say it wasn't anything like fantastic.
Okay.
But I'm ready to shop.
Meg's ready to shop. Now that she's gotten rid of everything, she's ready to accumulate.
Ready to accumulate again.
That's literally like such a funny thing. Like where it's like when you like finally empty out your closet, you're like, perfect. ready for more.
Yeah. But it honestly is great. The size of my closet that I have right now is the perfect size where I really only can fit in the essentials for everything. And my goal is to keep it that way.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I get new things, it has to replace something else.
That makes sense.
Which I still have things in my closet that I'm not obsessed with and I don't love. So it works for now where I'm like ready to swap things out. But I'm excited to try to keep it all like
consolidated.
Keep it consolidated.
Nice.
And keep it just like intentional with stuff I actually really like. So
yeah, did you guys like the fall podcast, or not the fall podcast, my goodness, the Michelle,
the fall fashion
fall fashion podcast? Because I've been literally so inspired ever since Michelle came and chatted with us.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like I'm seeing life and I just like see belts differently. You know,
it's gotten me very excited for fall, and I have now been on Pinterest way more, which is actually very fun.
it is a fun social platform.
Yeah,
it feels healthier than
for sure
TikTok or, well, I don't know, there's time for everything.
Yeah.
Loki, can I say something though?
Mm-hmm.
Random. I finally switched my screen. I always had the black and white like screen at nighttime, and I switched it to red. It is so nice.
It's very, very nice.
I really have been thriving off that. Random, but like it makes like if I want to do a little bit of scrolling, it really kind of desensitizes.
It's hard to, it's not the same.
But in a good way.
Yeah.
It really does keep your mind a little bit more chill. So
it also just blurs some things out. You can't always even read everything.
Yeah, that's true. Some of it's like totally red.
Yeah.
Yeah, switch your phone to red. It like low-key. So now everything in my life is red at night. Like I have a red light lamp in my room, and I have night lights all around our house that are red light, and everything's red. And it's just like you kind of live in this like world that's kind of like a little dazed and confused in the best way.
It is good. We turn our red light on every night too, and sometimes we'll turn it on before we have our blinds closed, and I'm so curious to know what it looks like from outside of our house.
Oh, I know what it looks like, not because I've seen it here, but I've seen other people who have red lights in their house, and it's red.
It's scary.
Yeah, it's a little scary looking. Yeah, for sure.
But, that's okay.
Just whenever I see someone with a red light shining through their door at night, I'm like, there's some healthy queens in that house. I can just tell. So
we also switched some of our light bulbs upstairs where we go to bed to amber light bulbs if we do need a light on, and that also is very lovely.
Amber light, man, guys, lighting is everything. Actually, so we have to film the podcast in the dark a little bit because otherwise it gets like too oversaturated.
But it's a little gloomy in here today.
Yeah, I'm like really tired right now, and we have to film 2 podcasts too, so I gotta wake up, and it's beautiful outside. Oh my gosh, I literally just want to like sit outside all day today.
It looks like fall. You know how it just like the trees and the sky start to look different when it gets cool? I feel like that's what it looks like. There's just so much more. I love it.
There's so much more peace. It's like the heat,
everyone
the hot.
Can breathe again.
It's like there's a different vibe.
Yeah,
for sure. So
it's good. I love that.
Anyways, Meg, give me a high-low buffalo.
High-low buffalo. I'll say hi. It was just a very restful weekend. It was such a good balance of so many different things.
Yeah.
And so, chill night Friday, little volleyball scrimmage Saturday morning, and then we went to Lake Wazee with Liv and Jacob, and just to lay by the water. Yeah, even though it was cold, but like to be bundled up with the cool breeze and stuff, and play Monopoly Deal and chat and make dinner together and watch funny videos.
Oh my gosh, awesome. That was so funny.
Yeah, we literally just like had everybody airplay their phones of their saved videos.
So funny.
Everyone's were wildly different.
Oh my gosh. Okay, let's talk about everyone's. Just like we don't have to go into the details of them, but we can. Well, I don't think you screenplayed.
I actually didn't. No,
it was Jacob, myself, and Nathan. So my videos were a combination of just like ridiculously like relatable relationship videos. Like I don't know about you guys, but I'm on the side of Reels and TikToks where it's like scenarios about like me and my boyfriend that are just so funny. Like I don't know. I just like love those where I'm like, I feel so seen. This is so funny. I like it's like basically like the girl being just like so dramatic, and then comes skipping into the house after she just I love that one. And then like little puppies in like train, like, okay, that's doesn't make sense, but you know, cutesy little puppies, cutesy little animals,
Did
cutesy
you have
little
the
things.
train with the bunny and the chickens on it?
That was mine for sure.
Yeah.
I had a good diverse selection.
Good.
Jacob, his are all like hunting and fishing and like inspirational hunting and fishing videos with just like a little dash of just ridiculous. Like kind of, they're like hilarious, but you're like, oh my gosh, what is this? And then Nathan's is like all Christian memes, like Christian theology memes, and I'm like, oh my gosh, if this is not the most like it was just so funny.
He only has 1 minute on Instagram,
so
so I feel like
he literally spends a minute on Instagram a day.
And his like brother and then sister-in-law will send him memes like this, so it's just literally all he sees is like that sort of stuff, and then our posts, and that's about it. So
super funny.
Yeah, it's hilarious. I didn't have any to share, and so I even looked and scrolled, but I was pulling from the depths of our like shared messages on Instagram, because I feel like I only send funny videos to you, but it's been a while. So
another one of my favorite videos that no one really was laughing at, but I was like peeing my pants at it, you know, the like sound that goes, the enemy thought he had me, but Jesus said you were mine. Okay, so it's that, and it like first is like a dog, and it's like the dog's like humping. It's like this like ugly little dog humping someone's, like, the enemy thought he had me, and then it's like the dog like
with its paws on a Bible.
Yeah, with the paws on the Bible. I don't know why. I was just on that side of TikTok the other day, and it was just like feeding me these dog videos, and then it was like the dog like terrorizing someone, and then it next thing you know, it's like,
no, I thought it was funny. I just
oh my gosh, everyone was like,
wasn't reacting. I feel like I was trying to process what I was seeing, to be honest.
It was there was a lot happening.
I'd never seen anything like that before. So
anyways,
hi. Good weekend all around. And then low, you guys, the grossest spider I've ever seen in my entire life was in our sink on Friday, and I kid you not, it was, if you're watching this, it was like this big, basically the size of like my fist. And it
That's
wasn't
disgusting.
a daddy long leg. I can handle daddy long legs. It was so chonky, so gross. And I knew I had to kill it because it was just me here and one of my friends. And I was like, she's not going to kill it. Like, I need to kill this thing. And so thankfully we had just bought some peppermint spider spray. And so I just like doused this thing with peppermint spray because I was too scared to try to kill it and have it like jump or run.
Can I use some of that?
Yeah. I don't know if it works yet, but it worked to stop this thing enough for me to like get a clean kill.
Is this peppermint spray something you like spray in a space and it like prevents them from like being in there?
See, I don't know how much it prevents. It deters them. It's not going to kill them.
Okay, so here's my situation I had the other day. Walk into my room, big black spider walking across my white bed, and I said, oh heck no. Literally cried, literally died.
That's so fair.
And then same thing, I'm all by myself. What am I gonna do? I need to kill the spider because otherwise I'm not gonna sleep tonight. So I like have a shoe and I sweep it off my bed and I smack it, and I was like, and every single night I put my head on the pillow and I literally pray, Lord, take the fear away from me in Jesus' name. You are God over the spiders, keep them away. But I would also use some spray.
Yeah,
to
you can
to
take
just
it and
double
try it out
to power charge my prayers.
Yeah, that's valid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I woke up 2 weeks ago with spider bite on my neck when I woke up, and I said, I'm just gonna pretend like that was a mosquito bite or something, but it for sure was a spider bite on my neck in the middle of the night. So that's what you get for living in an old house. But
I actually feel anxiety right now. I need to fight that.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Because I'm in the same boat. There's a literally spider on my bed.
No need to fear. Anyways, that was my low.
It's hard to be a girl. That's very low.
Very scary. We did spray a lot of the house. We need to spray more. And we need to do some research of when do we need to actually do some of this preventative spray and stuff. Because you have to get it before they're born or when they're eggs and stuff. So Because in our basement, you can see tons of empty spider eggs.
Eggs?
Mm-hmm.
Meg.
Yeah.
That's-
They're empty. Like, it's from, like, a long time ago. But...
You gotta get that figured out.
Mm-hmm. Anyways. Yeah, if anyone has any spider tricks, let me
Guys,
know.
this world is so gross. There's spiders and boogers and puke and pee and poop everywhere.
Did you say buggers or boogers?
Boogers. Like, I'm just thinking of all the most disgusting things of life.
That's valid.
Boogers, phlegm, poop, pee, spiders, snakes.
Yesterday at church, there were so many little babies. One kept puking. Like, she was totally fine, but just, like, you know, sped up. But it was, like, projectile. Like, you hear it hit the floor. But she's the cutest baby ever, and so it was just really funny.
Oh no. I'm really nervous about I have a pretty weak stomach. The Lord's gonna have to do something to me before I become a mother.
A few weeks ago, we had a bat between our doors.
No.
Annie had a bat between her door. I would literally cry. I have total
bats are bad.
But yeah, you literally have to like surrender the fear, otherwise it'll just get you.
Yes.
Well,
Quick buffalo.
yeah, what's your buffalo?
I feel like there's a lot of buffaloes in there. But buffalo, we played Kahoot for Jacob's graduation.
Oh, we did like a
And
tiny...
it was so fun. Like, I just want to play a Kahoot more.
Yeah, everyone should be making Kahoots at their parties or get-togethers. Kahoots are a good time.
Kahoots are a good time.
Mm-hmm.
All right, moving on. Things we've been loving.
Da 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 da! The summer, I turned pretty. Who's watching? I'm watching. Literally so good. Every girl's watching, and I just love. I mean, it's such a shared experience amongst everybody. Everyone is like. I love the community behind it. Of everyone's freaking out, everyone's screaming, everyone's crying, everyone's heart is racing, and if Conrad does not end up with Belly in the end, I will need to probably talk about it with somebody. He has to, though. He has to. They're not going to do that to us. They can't leave us they can't put us on this roller coaster and not have it be a happy ending. And if you like, oh gosh. So anyways, I love The Summer I Turned Pretty.
I'm slowly catching up, so
Yeah.
I'm still on season 2. I just watched the episode where they threw the party in the house.
Oh, like after they
Yeah.
sold the house?
Yeah.
Okay, you're catching up.
But it's like mid-party, and so I'm like, there's a lot of different things going on.
Oh yeah, you're in
so
a good episode. Good episode.
And they just were at the store, and there was like vibes going between her and Jeremiah and her and Conrad, and I was like, what the heck is happening?
Yeah.
So,
Oh man, such a good show. Can't get enough. Can't get enough, actually. So, love that. What else have you been loving?
Still loving Jurassic Park. We have one left.
Is it that good?
I don't know. I just like it. I feel like I like that it's a series of movies,
I like that too.
and it's been good. They all build off of each other. They're not like, oh my gosh, it's the best movie I've ever seen. Very predictable. Basically the same thing every single movie. Where, yeah, it's just the same exact plot, but I really enjoy it, so.
Good. I love that you love
I
that.
don't know, it's been really fun, so been loving that.
Another thing I've been loving is in the morning, I'll light a candle during my, like, quiet time with the Lord, and I, like, pray, and I'm like, Lord, I'm gonna do this as a representation of, like, me recognizing that you're here and you're with me and you are the fire that I never want to burn out, and I light that candle, and let me tell you guys, this is like one of the most like exciting things I look forward to.
That's so fun. I love that.
It makes me so happy, and it really like allows me like a meditative moment of stillness and just like presence, and having like the physical representation I feel like really helps my faith.
That's so good.
And so I share that because literally go freaking get a candle and light it. I'm telling you, it's so great. I like been loving my morning routine.
That's awesome. That's so good.
Anything else you want to share?
I don't know. I think just the fall. We've been loving the fall.
Loving the fall.
The taste of fall. So
I've been loving green apples.
green apples.
I decided to go to ChatGPT to tell you guys about the nutritional benefits of
Did you get this
green
from
apples.
Healthy Honey?
You betcha. There's a girl on Instagram. She's doing a liver detox. She's eating green apples. Let me eat this 1 second.
Just hear the chews.
Okay, here's the nutritional benefits compared to red apples. They're high in fiber. Okay, antioxidants, vitamins, la-di-da. Okay, that's not the part I really care. Blood sugar friendly. Ding, 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 ding. Green apples are lower in sugar and higher in fiber than many red varieties, making them better for blood sugar regulation. The pectin, a soluble fiber, supports healthy gut bacteria, so it's really good for helping your gut microbiome. Skin health, dental health. I didn't even know about that. Basically, it's like the lower glycemic level, and it's really good for your gut. I don't know. I've been eating it in the morning, getting that pectin in. I like it a lot. Actually, apples sometimes give me stomach aches. But I wonder if it's because they're so high in sugar, and maybe the green apple doesn't hurt my stomach. And I've been really liking it. It's kind of something I look forward to every day now, is eating my green apple.
That's good. I love that.
So
that reminds me of another thing I've been loving. But some nights I'll make, because if we eat dinner early, I'll get hungry in the middle of the night sometimes.
Oh, interesting.
And that will wake me up. And so I will, if we eat really early, sometimes I'll make a protein shake before bed. But I found this good recipe where it has a lot of good fats in it and it's super low sugar. And so it just like keeps you full and doesn't like helps your blood sugar throughout the night. And I do notice a difference in my sleep when I do that.
Dang, that's so good.
Yeah,
I feel like
it's
maybe
a fun little treat.
Okay, on your Oura ring, does it say that you're in like light sleep a lot?
Usually I'm in 2 hours of deep sleep at the beginning of the night, which is I think what you're supposed to be. And then the rest of the night switches between light sleep and REM the whole time.
Gotcha. Makes sense. I just got an Ultra Human ring like literally 3 days ago. So it's like super fresh. So I don't even think my data is like right. But my my deep sleep, I don't deep sleep that much.
Interesting.
Like less than 2 hours. Unless that's normal.
I think an hour and a half to 2 is like good.
Oh, never mind. I
don't think you need more than 2.
It was saying I was light sleeping for like 4 hours and I got scared.
No, I think you only need it for like 2.
Okay, I'm interested to see what this ring tells me about myself. It's very interesting. Like, it has all things about like cycle and then like so your circadian rhythm and when you should be outside, when you should be drinking caffeine, all the things. And I'm like, oh, this is a lot of information to take in.
Yeah, I think deep sleep and REM should each be 25% of your sleep.
Okay.
So.
Does yours say when you're stressed?
Yeah.
Mine does too.
During the day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just so interested by all of it. I know a lot of people talk about how they get a lot of health anxiety by wearing these rings. I don't know if I will or if I won't.
I think it's only helped me.
Really?
It's helped me a ton with my sleep because I get way more sleep than I thought I did.
Yeah. Because
I will sometimes wake up in the night, and like last night I woke up for 45 minutes like wide awake, but in total I still got 8 hours of sleep, good deep sleep, good REM, and I felt very awake in the morning. Yeah. And so I used to get so frustrated when I like remembered I was waking up in the middle of the night, but now it just helps me be like, I got 90% on my sleep score and I feel great. So I don't need to be discouraged by it. But I feel like you just have to like know yourself in it.
Right. I think that if I have health anxiety, like the things that I get anxious about when it comes to my health more is like I'm scared of pain and experiencing pain. That's something I have to work through from my past. And sometimes I can get I'm trying to think how else I have health anxiety. I feel like I don't have a lot of like I've worked through where I just don't feel like I have a ton of health anxiety when it comes to a lot of things. In fact, I think I could use a little health kick in my butt right now. So
health kick in the booty.
Like it's like, you know, when it says my cardiovascular age is of a 25-year-old and I'm 26, I'm like, heck, I think I need to be at age 23. Well, guess what? Guess who never does cardio? Me. So maybe this is like good for me because it's going to be like encouraging me to do some healthier things. I don't know. I think we'll see what happens. I'm interested to see how the Ultra Human is because a lot of people like love the data, and there's a ton of really good benefits to Ultrahuman, but apparently the battery life is like kind of and the battery's kind of So I'm interested to see how I end up liking this thing.
Yeah.
But
Time will tell.
sorry, that was kind of random. But I feel like a lot of girls are wearing these rings for like cycle tracking and stuff. So
that's the part I like it the most.
Yeah.
Very accurate.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how it all syncs up. But I also just love, sorry, one last thing. French tips.
I don't have French tips.
I just love a good French tip.
Can you put your nails over mine? I'm curious if I would like it.
I think it looks good on everybody, right?
Yeah, I think so.
They're just so cutesy. I don't know. I just always feel like a girl when I have
We've
French
been back
tips.
in our nail girl era.
Yeah, shoot. It's actually such a bummer. Why is it such a bummer? It costs money. Why else does it kind of stink? Because you have to keep up with it. Why else? Why else? Is that even words? Technically, it's healthier for you to have no nail polish on. It's healthier for your body, all the things. But we're painting our freaking nails right now, and I'm kind of mad about it. And I can't stop.
But we feel like girls.
Oh my gosh, I feel like a girl.
And also, I think a big piece is we found our girl Sarah. She's a new nail person.
I really think
in
this is the big thing.
And she has her own little studio, so it's like you always see her.
Yeah.
And she's great to be around. Also does the best job I've ever experienced from a nail technician, and they last about 6 weeks, which is crazy for gel.
Totally.
So it just honestly feels kind of worth it. So.
I know. I think that's the thing. I never really loved the nail experience of getting your nails done when you like would go and you didn't get the same person every time. You really couldn't build a relationship with the individuals. Like you get a random person. I hated that. Like I don't want to. This sounds bad, but I don't want to just like sit there and not talk to somebody like they're a human being and I kind of want to know about them. It's kind of like when I get my hair done. I know some people like to be quiet and just like that's their personal time. But for me, it's like these are people I'm going to consistently see.
Yeah.
I want to like talk to them. And so I do feel just like way more at peace with Sarah.
And she's great. She like remembers things about you. She knows we're besties, so she's always asking me like about you, and it's fun.
Yeah, she's pretty great. So yeah, we're back in our nail era. Thanks to Sarah. Sarah, if you're watching this, we love our nails. But
okay.
What's our next segment, Meg?
Recipe of the week.
Ra.
Liv's gonna take this one away because she's been making this, and I think I'm gonna start making it next week.
I've been making it now ever since I moved. So when did I move into my new place? In July. Okay. We're going to be talking about breakfast, which I know a lot of people get really sick of their breakfast. Word on the street is that, you know, sometimes we just can't eat breakfast. Well, I'm going to tell you something that is super delicious and super yummy. It's a simple, easy breakfast sandwich, and it literally only takes probably 5 minutes to make, and I like it because I don't need to meal prep. I'm not a big fan of meal prepping breakfast. Personally, it just feels like a lot to me. So I make an egg. I always use Organic Valley eggs. Doesn't matter what egg you end up choosing, but I try to get something that is pasture raised because I actually think my body doesn't handle eggs well. I actually cut eggs out of my diet for a really long time and I felt really good not eating eggs, but I think there's obviously so much benefit to eggs. So I feel like why my body freaks out about eggs is because they're like the chickens are fed like awful ingredients, and so it always like made my skin break out and stuff. And so I'm eating eggs again, but I eat Organic Valley eggs, and then I make, wait, did I say I make a breakfast sandwich? Did I say that already?
No.
We're making breakfast sandwiches, ladies, okay? I need to learn how to talk right now. Okay, we're making a breakfast sandwich, and this is how you make the breakfast sandwich. Step number 1 is you make an egg, however you like it. You could do it scrambled. I make mine over easy, kind of over hard, so it's like a tiny bit yolky, but not completely.
Otherwise, it'll squirt out at you.
It's true.
It's kind of spooky.
It's kind of disgusting. Little salt and pepper on the egg. Make that up. Then I make a little bagel, and this was the find that I love so much. So the brand is called Odo's. It's spelled Odough, like dough, like sourdough. So Odo's. You can buy it at honestly a lot of grocery stores.
Do they have it at the co-op?
They have it at the co-op.
I think I might go get that.
At the co-op, it's in their like bread section. It's not in the freezer section.
Okay.
$4.99. The price is pretty good. So you get 6 bagels for about anywhere from $4.50 to $4.99. So Co-op has it, Woodman's has it in the freezer section, gluten-free freezer section. Most festival foods have it. They don't have it at like Walmart, I don't think, or anything like that. But super yummy. Put that in the toaster, and then I usually add either a little piece of ham if I have it. And then like this morning I added a bunch of like microgreens to it. You don't have to do that, but I add some on hand, and it's good to get some extra nutrients in. And then I always add a little piece of Organic Valley raw cheddar cheese. Chef's kiss. Literally, you guys need to try the Organic Valley raw cheddar cheese. It's so good. It doesn't hurt my stomach. And I'm a happy little camper in a matter of 5 minutes. And like literally, like, look how good this little breakfast sandwich is.
Cute. Wait, I'm obsessed.
We'll put it on the screen for you guys, but it's literally so good. So I like it because I can take it on the go. I can eat it in the car if I have to, even though I'd prefer not to. But there's a little breakfast idea for your recipe bank, and trust me, it's so easy, and it's pretty inexpensive, which I appreciate. So
dang, I'm inspired. I've been struggling with the breakfast game these days, so I think I'm literally gonna go get that and eat it for lunch.
That's awesome. You totally should. I feel like I do something for breakfast I want to get back on. It's kind of like how we used to do breakfast back in the day.
Yeah.
How we would like make sweet potatoes and like sausage.
Yeah.
I kind of miss like that really warm. Like high fiber breakfast, which this is still pretty high in fiber, but
yeah,
I don't know. I kind of might start dabbling up, changing things up a little bit in the fall again, but it's been really good. So totally suggest it.
Yeah.
And we'll put the recipe on our Instagram. We literally love cooking so much, honestly. It's like one of our favorite things in the entire world is just to cook.
It's so fun.
We love just sharing a recipe with you guys. So
I feel like that's been my creative outlet these days.
Yeah,
it's like
totally.
trying new recipes multiple times a week.
Yeah.
And it's very fun.
Oh, something I'm gonna quick share. This is also, I don't think I've even told you about this yet, but my boyfriend found this app called Paprika, and it actually is a crazy app. And
Paprika.
It's $4.99 in the App Store, one-time payment, which I love. And it's a recipe app that you are able to search the internet on it, and you can like search recipes. So you can go onto like anybody's page, Olivia Adrian's, like la-di-da. You save the recipe to your recipe bank. It saves the ingredients to the recipe bank. And then at the beginning of the week, you can click every recipe that you want to cook that week, and it makes your grocery list for you. And it's actually kind of crazy. At first I was like, you're being a little, like he was so excited about this. Like it just changed his life. And I was like, did it really change your life? And then watching him grocery shop yesterday, I was like, dang, I really need to take this app seriously, because he literally can. It's actually crazy. So Paprika, check it out. It's actually kind of crazy. But
wow, that's good to know.
I wish that my only complaint about it is I wish you could collaborate with people. Like I wish that him and I could like share an account or share a household or something, so that
you can't share recipes with people.
Yeah, because that's the part that makes me a little sad, is he's literally done so much work to upload like 40 of our favorite recipes into it. And I'm like, can I just have access to that, or can you share that with me?
That's
but you can also schedule your week.
Can you upload a recipe that you have? So if you have like a screenshot of something that isn't on the internet, can you just like upload the picture of it?
Totally. Yeah, you might have to like type in the
ingredients,
but yeah, you can manually put anything in. It's like actually kind of crazy. And then you have like your pantry items, your grocery list, and it's pretty cool. So
wow, it would be good to get organized one day with that.
Yeah, it's taken him a little bit of work and time, like I'll be honest, but watching how quick the process went for him yesterday, I was like, dang, that's pretty enlightening.
That is very nice. Dang, I love that.
Yeah, well, recipe of the week.
Try out a breakfast sandwich.
Okay, what are we talking about next?
20's time.
What are we going to talk about?
A quick little recap, because we didn't have a podcast last week.
Oh, yeah.
Because we had our Pilates with the Girls event last weekend.
It was so fun.
And we had so much content and all the things to go through that we weren't able to film a podcast last week. And so we uploaded a vlog instead. from the event, to show you a little bit of the behind the scenes and what it looked like. But we really had the best time. And so
it was so good. Guys, we literally love hosting these events. There was a time at the event. So basically, yeah, we did a Pilates. It was just Pilates and smoothie bowls and whatnot. But we were preparing for the event and about to start. And Meg and I were in the elevator all by ourselves. And this was probably one of my like favorite moments of the event. But it was like, dang, this is so cool because this was just what we're made for. I feel like early on in our 20s, we were so confused what we were good at and what we should be doing with our lives and what work was going to look like. And I think we just lacked so much confidence and experience. But it's so cool doing an event like that, how we can just see how God has totally prepared us to do things like that. Like we've been literally in event planning for several years, and we've worked together so much, and we love talking with the girls and connecting with the girls, and we love marketing and creating content, and we love leading teams and like encouraging women, and to see like all these things that we love so much combine into a place so naturally. In a lot of ways, it obviously is work where we had to spend a lot of time preparing, and they're definitely like heavier weeks in terms of workload, but they come so natural to us. And it was just cool to be like, oh dang, Meg, we were literally made to do this. This is so awesome. And so it was really encouraging, where it's like nice to be at a point where, yes, we don't have everything all figured out. Like we super don't have everything all figured out. But if you're like early on in your work life, like only maybe a year or two in, there is just like better days ahead where you're able to just like be more in flow. And have more confidence of like, oh, like we can do this. We're made for this.
For sure. I feel like it reminds me of, we do these like girls' breakfast or coffee mornings every other week, and we had it this morning, and we were kind of talking about how sometimes not all of your work feels like that, or not every single little thing that you do. And so making sure you're finding things like that you do feel so fulfilled in and alive in, and like you're fully using your gifts and like serving people to like the fullest. And so I feel like that was just like so encouraging for us to just like get a pocket of that. And there's a lot of other things we do that we feel that in, but that just feels like 100% of our gifts are being utilized to the fullest. And it just feels so sweet and so good.
Totally. And one of my other favorite things is we have so many like incredible girls in our life, and they get to do a lot of the things that they're really passionate about and excited about. So that's also really cool.
Like seeing everybody completely in step with their giftings is awesome. And we just couldn't do it by ourselves. Like don't have all the skills and all the abilities. And
what comes from it is just so cool. Like it's women get to connect, and we get to create a really beautiful space and build something in our community. We love that so much, and it makes us so happy. So we're praying that the Lord continues to give us vision for more of that, how else we can create spaces like that, how else we can allow people to walk in their gifts and hopefully create work and profit off of it, so we can continue to multiply it, so that people can work and get compensated for all of the work and work that they're creating, I guess. But it's super awesome, and the event was really good.
It went great.
And I think we're gonna try to do one more before it gets cold. That's the goal. So
we're just working on securing a date for it. But
and we're gonna launch our new brand soon, guys.
If you didn't know, which you probably didn't, we're completely rebranding.
Wait, have we not talked about this on the pod, really?
I think we've talked about that. We're still trying to figure out like what 20s is. But I don't know if we've talked about us completely like rebranding, relaunching. And so,
well, podcast listeners, we're going to completely rebrand and relaunch everything. So literally everything's going to change. We're changing like our little Instagram from Shop 20s to a new name that really resembles what we're trying to do. I think we're actually going to change the podcast name too. We're literally trying to change everything. So we have so many ideas, you guys. It's crazy. Literally, we're going to be hitting the ground running here pretty soon.
This fall should be fun. So
this morning we were at our little girls' breakfast, and I don't know. I think we're processing through a lot because we've seen so many consistent themes of just women in our life being so discouraged within the work that they're doing, feeling confused, feeling lost, feeling like they don't know what's next, feeling like what they're doing doesn't make sense. And I think we've been just really trying to like process through that for like the last few years because we've had to live that out. But I think honestly, we've been really grateful for the path that we've decided to take,
Yeah.
where we've, I don't know, just decided to do some kind of unconventional work, which I think that has led us to be able to be a little bit more fulfilled than the average within our work by the grace of God. But yet we still have like struggles and things that feel clunky and things that feel like doesn't make sense. But we were just trying to spend some time this morning trying to identify why is it that so many girls feel so discouraged in what they're doing.
Well, there's a few factors in it. Like there's just one reality where work is just work. Like on this side of heaven and eternity, like work does have a curse on it and like it is hard and it isn't fully how it was intended to be. And so like God back in the Garden of Eden, they worked the land and there was this work, but it was different than how we experience it now. So I think there is just always going to be this thing and this wrestle that we have where it can feel hard. We might not want to do it and it might not fully fulfill or fully satisfy us, but I don't think it's supposed to. And so I think that just acknowledging that is helpful to just have the right perspective of it. Because I think if you're always trying to find the perfect job, something that is always easy, you're just never going to find that and you're always going to feel disappointed and not fulfilled. So I think acknowledging that is helpful, but then I think what you were talking about this morning is very true too, where as women, as society shifted, we've been funneled in this direction more that can maybe be more like masculine jobs or things like that we don't always feel as in line with how we've been created. And so
yeah, I don't know. I think it's an interesting topic, and by no means do I feel like we have it figured out. But it is interesting that I think we have to just like boil things down for a second to the reality that women and men are created differently. That doesn't mean we don't have things that are similar. Like there's a lot of women with a lot of like that are created in a way that are very similar to guys, and there's guys that have a lot of things that are more similar to women. Both are good. I'm not saying one thing or the other, but I think naturally women are created to be light and to make moments super special and to bring beauty to the world and create beautiful things and to be more nurturing and relationship focused. And so all of those things are super unique to women and definitely have like genetic wiring that make us that way. And so I think what happens is when we're trying to work the same way as men, it can be a little bit discouraging. And oftentimes we're in jobs where we don't necessarily get to nurture relationships, create beauty, create life, be light, be joy, be like the things that are so innate to us. And so I think that can make women feel like super discouraged. I think we can do in a lot of ways similar work, but our work and how we approach it is going to be so different. And so, yeah, I think the reality is women, we have to work. And I think it's a really beautiful thing that we have to work and that God has told all people to cultivate the land and to create something out of what he's given us and to steward what he's given us. But I think it's something maybe I just want to encourage people. If you feel really discouraged in your work, I think you should just start taking inventory of like what makes you really happy and when do you feel most alive and figure out how to cultivate those things in the space that you're in.
Yeah.
Because you just might totally be out of stride of like who you are and what you're good at and what you love.
I liked what you said about taking inventory of where you're at and trying to figure out how you can like cultivate more in the space that you're in. And so it's like maybe you can't change the work that you're doing, but maybe you can change how you're doing it or how you're in relationship with the people around you at work or that sort of thing. But What I was encouraged by this morning even is one of our friends feels very stuck in her job and just the work that she's doing and doesn't come alive there, is kind of using her gifts but not fully, and it's just not the best environment, and she might not be able to do a lot to like change the internal environment there or even how she approaches the work. But something she's been doing is making sure that outside of work on the weekends and at nights and stuff, doing a ton of things that inspire her, fill her cup, she feels very creative with, can still she like loves social media, so can like take cute pictures and like do creative things and stuff like that. And so she's like coming alive and is able to still go to work and do work well, even if it's not the place she's feeling inspired by or very creative in. And so, which can be hard long term, but I feel like she's handling that well. And so I was encouraged by that of like, okay, making sure that outside of work, if you're not kind of filling those buckets there, that you're finding things outside of it to do that.
Yeah.
So you feel like yourself and feel like you're still like creating and
yeah. And if you feel stuck, though, like you should ask yourself if you can get unstuck, though. Like you were talking about, like, do you need to switch your perspective or do you need to switch your reality? And I think that's really good because like I'm thinking of a friend right now who she was in work, and obviously it was like a good consistent job and everything, but the reality was she was not in her gift. She was not thriving like at all, and she knew that there was a better alternative that would allow for more life, and she like stepped into that with faith, and like now actually is like living in so much abundance right now because she took a step of faith. Where I think you're so right, there's a time and a place to stay in something even when it's hard. But if you have an opportunity to walk through a door that will lead to more abundance, even if it takes like faith or takes risk, I think that if it's a calculated risk and it works, it's one to maybe consider and maybe to do. So it's like if you're feeling stuck, like you said, like, or you have to stay in a place, go get inspired somewhere else, go fill your bucket somewhere else. But if you're not stuck, maybe consider actually doing something about it. I don't know.
Yeah. There's a really good book called Garden City by John Mark Comer that we both have read and has helped us so much just gain better perspective of what God's intention for work is and how to process through what am I supposed to do, what am I good at, what like should my heart posture be in work and that sort of thing. But it's just a fantastic book overall. So definitely would recommend to anybody wrestling through their job if they're in what they're supposed to be, or even before you get into the workforce, if you're still in college and you're preparing for that transition, to just read it because
it's a fire book.
Very, very grounding, and it's one that I'm like constantly pulling from when I'm thinking about work. So
totally
would recommend. But
okay, girls, that's a wrap.
That's a wrap for today.
We love you guys. And should we give a 20 shout out? Who should we give it to?
I want to give a 20 shout out to our hairdresser Morgan.
Oh my gosh, yes.
She was telling me I got my hair cut on Friday and it still is blown out, which is fun. But she says that she listens to the podcast on her drives, or she puts it up on the TV when she's painting or doing work, because she said it feels like we're in her living room with her, which is very fun. But we love Morgan. She's
also a girl who I just like am really inspired by like doing work that has made a lot of sense for her, and that has like allowed her to be her like healthiest, happiest, like most fulfilled self, and is making an impact on so many people and our community by like the business she's creating. Like I really have so much respect for her.
Yeah. Magnolia Hollow.
Yeah. Downtown La Crosse.
She's incredible.
Yeah.
And so we love her.
Love you, Morgan. Bye, everybody.